Hey guys, and welcome to Frenzo's Magic Season 7, Episode 10, A Royal Problem. This, my friends, has been the one episode I have been waiting the most to see since Canada has been airing them twice a week now. This one episode could have broken so many reactors to the show because of a huge detail. Now, in case you haven't seen it, I'm not gonna spoil it. But, I don't know. It might be something related to the Atomics, which, of course, I fully believe that the sheet says for now we confirm that Atomics are not even canon. But, you probably have to see my reaction to find out why. But this, to really get that if it is connected to the Atomics. But not, it could actually end up being a dream, but apparently, we're going to be doing the countdown, and it's going to be good. Oh, I waited so long to see this episode. But my patience is finally about to be paid off, so without further ado, let's just do it. Hello.
Let me get this out.
Okay. Let me see.
Just don't break it into, because it's squares, and I don't want too much on one and not, yeah, do it like that.
It's almost out.
I got it.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. Yeah, one of my mom's tinted Tandos. Well, not really Tandos, but yeah, whatever. Without further ado, let's get started. And it is still recording. Let's see what this episode has in store. I hope Canada stopped having these twice a week. Full screen. Turn the volume up. Twilight? Oh, Twilight?
No! I can't believe it either! The map has never called me before. I'm sure that's not why she looks like that.
Are you effing kidding me?
It is. Well, it's that, and the fact that you're being called to the Royal Palace. I mean, what
What
is going on?
freak?
Do you want me to come with you?
She didn't have a phone! How is her dream more being affected?
So maybe it's a mistake. Not because of you, because it's never called just one of us before.
What
I
the
also wasn't
freak
nervous
is
before,
going on
but
here?
now, don't worry. For all we know, it's something small. Like maybe the cooks are fighting over who has the best butternut squash soup. Or the royal hairdressers are fighting over a
I
comb.
thought there was going to be a Twilight episode.
Sisters aren't seeing eye to eye on something.
No! That's just crazy. Luna and Celestia would never fight. Again.
You couldn't be sure about that.
So the map sent you to solve a friendship problem?
Yes, Princess.
Well, there's nothing wrong here, right, sister?
No, everything's perfect as usual,
Oh,
sister.
they are fighting. They are arguing. I'm stunned. So this confirms that the map tells the main six, not because of their phones, but it could tell any pony it wanted. Now they can summon the Dream Opposites. They better do that. My God! This is gonna either be a continuity or something, or it's gonna be so bloody awesome it's gonna blow up fan fairies. Or make new ones. But my God! Let's see. Twilight. How the heck?
Is that you? How are you here? I'm not. I'm still home. It's an easy spell. I'll show you later. Anyway, enough about me. I had to check on you, not in a meddling kind of way. In a how's it going? Not great.
This is awesome.
I think the problem might be between Celeste
That's
and
it.
Luna. Oh, no, that's terrible. I mean, what makes you say that? You know how some ponies say nothing's wrong, but you can tell something's definitely wrong? No. That's basically what the princesses did when I said there was a friendship problem. Only they did it more, regally. Oh, I wish I could help you, but I can't. Both for map reasons and because I have no idea. This is big! Like, really big!
Why couldn't the maps just tell horn, too?
Or listen to music.
That's when I have a lot of fan images. Pancakes. Do you have a
Thank you so
text?
much for breakfast, Princess. I can't believe you cook it yourself.
Of course,
She cooks? Oh my god, get Pinkie Pie there immediately.
it's a small way to say I care.
Oh, she's been up
Good
on
morning,
it.
sister. Join us? Too tired. Please excuse me.
Her voice sounded different.
Wow, last night must have been really hard on her.
Perhaps, but she is like this every morning.
Because of her duties at night.
I think Luna may be hurting her sister's feelings without even realizing it. Poor Celestia.
Either she's been up all night with a problem,
every morning.
or she's been busy helping Pony with her things. She never has time to break
Fair
herself.
enough. So what are you gonna
But
do?
what about the season 5 episode
Yes, I have to
13?
get all the facts. I asked Luna
That's
to
how she does
spend some
sleep.
time with her this evening.
Princess Luna's waiting for you, miss.
You can have a unique voice. Unique from other
Good
dogs.
luck, Starlight.
Now let me think the tattoo is haunted.
Oh, Princess Luna, you do this every night?
Lavender's calming scent is known to
Lavender?
aid dreamers in achieving a restorative sleep.
Luna's still my favorite princess.
I try my best to make sure the ponies in this castle sleep peacefully.
And so then I said, touring.
Oh my god. Oh hey! Photo,
We are a
photo frame. She was in my fan fit
Well,
with,
as always, my
Minky.
sister is too busy having fun with dignitary ponies to acknowledge anything I do.
Oh my god, dish to it.
So, both
Oh my god, dish to it gonna be brought into this.
realizing it.
The thing that's been put there for a reason.
Without it, they're just getting colder and more distant. And they're Celestia and Luna, so it's not like you can just confront them. Actually, that's exactly what I was gonna do. What? Are you crazy? I mean,
Friday?
you do whatever you think
The
is
map
best.
told her.
Your mission.
I mean, yeah, you should have been told too.
Thanks for believing in me, Twilight.
But remember what episode and word he did the first time they were told.
Luna turned into Nightmare Moon, and Princess Celestia had to banish her for 1,000 years. That can't happen again.
Oh, I'm sure that's not gonna happen
But I
again.
can't do nothing. The princesses aren't the best at communicating with each other. Sorry.
We're too
You said
busy.
princesses and aren't the best in the same sentence, and it's making me nervous. I'm not much help, am I? No.
So then we did this Twilight and Starlight
I
episode.
feel bad eating this. It's adorable.
Like I said, I enjoy this part.
What?
Luna.
Yeah.
As you both know, the map sent me here for a reason, and I think I found out what it is.
Really? Oh, that is wonderful, Starlight. What is it?
You two.
Excuse
Beg
me?
your pardon?
I think you're accidentally hurting each other's feelings without realizing it. Princess Celestia, does it bother you that Luna never notices the wonderful breakfast that you prepare for her?
Yes, it does.
Princess Luna, tell Celestia how you feel about the fact that she never acknowledges the work you put into lining the hallway with lavender every night.
It's not the best feeling. I'm sorry, I never noticed that you make fruit faces on pancakes. But nights are long for me. You might be a
Is
morning pony, but
you,
I
is
am
you
not
a sort of Celestia's
I
power?
don't get tired. I'm exhausted. Oh, I apologize for not noticing flowers in a wall scones. But by the time I get to retire for the night, I can barely see straight. Even so, I still make an effort to smile.
like smiling is so hard.
I'm sure that's not what Princess Luna meant to say.
Is that what exhausts you? Smiling and being adored by every pony?
And you have it so much worse, do you? You spend your evenings flitting around giving ponies lovely dreams. Oh, it sounds just awful.
Okay.
You say that, but when you have a nightmare, landlady,
Deep breath.
think of that.
Don't presume to know what it is like to govern the dream realm. And yet you know exactly what it's like to be me? Oh, please.
Enough!
Sweet. Oh my god! What did she do?
Now you'll know exactly what it's like to be each other.
Oh my god!
What have you done?
I went with my gut.
Oh my god, I know where this is heading.
My apologies, Your Majesties, but I can't, even if I wanted to. This spell lasts 24 hours. It may have been extreme, but I think it's still a good idea.
What?
You said it yourselves. Neither of you believes your sister knows how hard it is to be you. So this is your chance to prove it.
Well, I could use an easy day followed by a good night's sleep.
You can try. I haven't had an easy day in well ever.
We finally did an episode about these two. I just realized that.
All right.
Took 7 freaking years, but we finally got this episode.
Not that you had one.
What did she just say?
I'm gonna stop talking now.
Oh no, about one whole recipe.
They're cutie marks? The actual princess's cutie marks? We moved past this. It was the right call. I hope.
You hope.
Are you okay in there?
I'm good. Just, reading an exciting book. He's gonna think I'm nuts. He's not the only one.
As you can see, Celestia and I are switching places today. I assure you, I am more than capable of handling all of Celestia's duties. Dismissed.
Yeah. Oh, what was it means?
What is first on my dear sister's to-do list?
It says you have a few public appearances. Store openings, judging the Royal Rose contest, you know, that sort of thing.
Oh, I knew today would be easy, but I didn't think it
You
would
would be in the world of Tannerite. Yeah. I'll vote for Luna any day. She can't tell it. Wait, has her magic always been? Oh yeah, the Tootie Mart was Fritz. The turtle of the Tootie Mart is based. The turtle of your magic is based on your Tootie Mart. Why? Because she fits the mask that they have. That's breaking her face.
Princess Luna unhappy with student fundraiser? But I wasn't unhappy.
You are scowling.
I didn't mean to. I've been smiling all day. My cheeks hurt. I stopped for 1 second, and that's when he took the picture.
Guess smiling all day isn't as easy as you thought?
It says here that because of me, the school didn't raise enough funds to go on their field trip. I didn't mean for that to happen.
I know. But you can't dwell on that now.
As it is
According
happened.
to the list, some delegates are about to arrive for a luncheon. You need to dispel rumors of timber wolves in the Whitetail Woods. The nearby
What?
towns have been in a state of panic for weeks.
What?
But I have to fix
Better be werewolves.
You can't.
Better be
You need
werewolves.
to put on a brave face and help these ponies. It's what Celestia would do.
Hello! Great news! There are no Timberwolves!
Royal Tannerite voice.
Sorry, but I couldn't stop thinking about those poor students. Normally, I have all the time and solitude
Hello.
to work through my problems at my own pace.
Well, your sister
Um.
doesn't get that luxury.
Okay.
Ready for the town hall?
Oh god. Yeah,
Lady called me. I just got through with the first yard.
that's good.
60 days.
That only took 3 hours.
I'm good.
Still on for go.
Oh, absolutely.
You made it to the end of the day. Yay?
Oh,
Hmm.
yes. I'm just going to turn
I
then.
missed what happened.
Good light, Starlight. Oh, hello, Starlight. I don't know about you, but I feel very well rested. Where's Luna?
She already turned in for the night.
Did she now? It seems my duties were harder than my sister expected.
Just wait.
Moon raised. It's even easier than raising the sun. What's next? Of course. Every pony's asleep at night. Luna works alone. Oh, but it's nothing I can't handle. All I have to do is watch over Equestria, visit the dream realm,
I'll tell her
and
that
protect the
too.
ponies in their nightmares.
Next touch.
My list was 3 times as long. All right.
The voice sounds good for that time. I know it's not, but
yourself, Celestia?
not the same voice actor, but I did that Alpha Boom. But they know that. The voice changes. Oh my god. Fluttershy! Cadence! This toy! Aw, he's filming a baby episode! He's filming the Twilight and Primo Dash!
Celestia.
And I'm talking to myself again.
Dopey! Whoa!
I care.
Well, that's not good.
No! This is big! Like, really big!
Starlight, I'm here now. Tell me what's wrong.
Going with my gut was the wrong call. I was supposed to bring you two closer together, but I've only driven you apart. If you two can't see why you need each other, then
I am back.
Oh my god!
Don't worry, Starlight.
It's just a
I
dream!
know how to handle Nightmare Moon. Yes, but can you handle me?
And there's Dave Blake there.
This can't be. If Luna can turn into Nightmare Moon, you can absolutely turn into me, Daybreaker. The better, prettier, and more powerful version of you. No, I'll never turn into you. Deep inside, you know how powerful you are. You don't need Luna. That's not true. Even when we were apart, I knew I needed her.
So this two...
You don't need any pony.
I knew Dave Blake is from the comics, but...
All you have to do is get rid of...
That was from an alternate continuity.
your way.
Maybe the comics went into a parallel universe.
I never should have banished you to the moon. I should have destroyed you.
no, you can't do that. Day, night, sun, moon, Equestria needs both of you. Without balance, there's no harmony.
Oh god.
Who needs balance when you can have it all?
Can you imagine if this what took place 1,000 years ago?
Get rid of me so easily, sister.
I always vote for Nightmare Moon.
On smiling me to
She's still my favorite villain. Sue me, I don't care.
I told you I was more powerful than you. Ugh, so much black. We get it, you're sad. You could really use some sun.
It's all my fault. I never should have gone on this mission. Now Equestria is doomed.
That smile's too wide. It's obviously not real.
She's having her own nightmare.
Why don't you want us to go on our field trip?
I don't... I mean, I do.
That smile's too wide. It's obviously
Oh my
not
god!
real.
Celestia, I'm so glad you're...
Sweet god.
I've seen a lot. but I haven't seen this before. It's Starlight Glimmers. She's afraid this is what would happen if we continue to fight.
What was I thinking? I'm never going with my gut again.
If you don't fix this soon, it could have a grave consequence on Starlight's psyche.
But my magic isn't powerful enough. I thought if we worked together...
I have your magic, remember? It doesn't work in the dream realm. It has to be you.
Oh, Luna, I can't do this. I was wrong. Your job is so incredibly hard. You have to battle nightmares and work in the darkness and do it all alone. It takes such a brave, strong pony to do what you do.
And that pony is you. I walked a day in your shoes. I thought all you had to do was smile and be adored all the time, but I was wrong. There is so much more to it than that.
Seriously, is this connected to the Thomas or what? Or there's another reason that the forms of Thomas aren't canon. I mean, have they even seen Daybreaker in the comics?
In order to defeat Daybreaker, you need only
How does she know his name?
as I do.
How did you know Daybreaker's name?
You can't destroy me. I'm everything you want to be. No, you're not. You are not real, and you will never exist again.
Exist? Again? Does it mean exist in the dream?
You did it! Only because you were here. I don't know how to do this alone.
So, did you talk to yourself?
A little.
Hey, I thought to myself too.
Or is this still a dream?
Welcome back, sister. I know you had a long night, so I made you some pancakes.
Oh! How?
Better than nothing.
They're delicious. Thank you.
I know that face. They're not. I know you have to be perfect for every pony else, and you do an amazing job. Don't have to do it for me.
I might as well all the way after this episode today.
I know. Oh, but it means a lot that you tried. I love you, sister.
I love you, too.
So, this was real. Oh, or was it not real? And this just happened now and not in the dream? I'm so confused.
It's all real. It was the right call, going with your gut.
The map was wise to send you, Starlight. No pony else would have been so bold as to do what you did.
That's a nice way
Twilight showing up in 5, 4, 3, 2. Okay, not now, but you might.
Experience has made
What is it with the shape of Halloween on that view? And the team was a flopping back.
Wait, I'm not doing this.
The 2D map!
I believe that one means your mission is complete.
The 2D map did it!
Twilight! I already know! I mean, I don't know everything. I just got here to bring you your toothbrush. So this is just a friendly visit, not interfering because...
This bite's too close, ain't it?
I knew you could do it. I'm so proud of you. Tell me everything. Start with the and don't leave out any details.
I had it, but I was off by a few seconds.
Trip you need to make happen and a Timberwolf issue you need to address. What? Oh, look, there's the sun. Time for me to turn in.
That was pretty awesome. Okay. So, Celestia said you will never exist again. Does he mean in context of the dream? Or was he Daybreaker once before? And how exactly did Yuna know Daybreaker's name? Okay. The reason I believed the Thomas are not canon is because in the season 5 finale, and I'm gonna spoil a little of it, in it, Twister said that, that last time, they were getting too more last time, one pointing out Princess was not enough. However, in the comics, she came back to kidnap the CMC and kidnap Twilight and even which her friends were saying these doppelgangers. So altogether, she attempted to take over Fredbear at least 3 times, and actually tried to interrupt Twilight once. I never read the comments, but that's what I think happened. Basically, she came back at least 3 or 4 times. Now, the Twilight and CMC kidnapping could have been the same issue, but I don't know that. But basically, in the comments, the same things attacked Fredbear more than once. She attempted to take over Fredbear more than once. But in the season 5 finale, she said that she only mentioned one pointing out princess, which leads us to believe she meant Cadence. See, if the comments were canon, then Christmas would have mentioned them. She would not have said such one pointing at princess. She would have brought up the CMC or kidnapping Twilight. Heck, was Twilight even a princess in the issue she was kidnapped in? Actually, I'm looking that up right now. I'm pretty sure she was not a princess by that point, but I could be wrong. I could be wrong. But I'm looking this up right now just to be sure, because if she wasn't a princess, that's confirmed she was talking about Cadence. Which also confirms the Thomas are not canon. But I know Daybreaker is in the Thomas, but that was in an alternate universe. Because the Thomas kind of... They did it for 3 of those for us, all I'm saying. They enter a universe where every moral, every point was going to be flipped to be the exact opposites. Jumbo was in love with Princess Tate. Jumbo was in love with Celestia in that continuity. Let's see here. Yeah. No, I don't know. I mean, I really wish I could read the comments, but I just don't have the money to afford them. I don't know. I see Cadence, I see, Apparently, between Christmas meets or is that opposite? Who wears glasses? I really gotta find these comments somewhere. I'm pretty sure to find somebody reading them on YouTube. I have no idea. A lot to go through here. And some fan comments too. But seriously. Okay, I just do not know enough about the Thomas to really say that it's canon or not canon. But what just was said in Season 5 really made me believe the Thomas were not canon, because why wouldn't she have mentioned her other attempts besides the one time she kidnapped Cadence? I mean, somebody told her that she's not the type that would want to talk about her past failures, but seriously, if she went so far as to mention the one plan, why was it the very first one? Why not the most recent one, where she kidnapped Twilight, kidnapped the CMC, and even replaced the main 5 with Saint Jean's doppelgangers? I mean, that's just contradicts all of that. But now, Una actually knowing Daybreaker's name without being coded, without even hearing it, and so that's just saying you will not assist again. Which again could mean her in the dream, but I just don't know anymore. I suppose the best thing I can do is just watch other reactions, just talk to people who read the comments, and I just have no idea. I mean, the way that Celestia and Daybreak actually vote, it doesn't necessarily point towards past history, but it also didn't point towards it's not being past history. I mean, if the Thomas are canon, just flat out say so. The staff, I mean, somebody said that the Thomas are indeed canon until the show contradicts it. If one thing in the show does not match up with something in the comics, then they're not canon. It just takes one oversight, one detail, to make them entirely uncanon. Look at Star Wars, this expanded universe. Canon for, I think, more than 5 years. And then came Disney and said, oh no, it's not canon anymore, we're making a new sequel. So one thing changes the entire continuity. I just have no idea. I just can't comment on this. I just do not know enough about the comics. The best thing to do is just talk to people who have read the comics. But now I know people are going to say that this definitely makes the comics canon. But again, Sisyphus only mentioned kidnapping Princess Cadence. Sisyphus did not mention any other failed attempts. Was it did were 3 or at least 4 attempts. Why would she just mention one failure? If she was going to mention one failure at all, she would have mentioned all of her failures in one line, or at least the more recent one. Was Twilight a princess when she was kidnapped and Sisyphus wanted to turn her into a Saiyajin? I mean, she wanted to break Twilight to the point she, would drain the love from her own friends. She wanted to break Twilight's will. I know that because I saw that comic page. I saw that panel. I don't know if it was in Doodle Images or if it was in the video, tribute videos. People add a lot of images with the music. I don't know, but I saw that somewhere. She wanted to break Twilight's will. That was probably the most dangerous situation has done. And she just didn't mention it. Unless Twilight was a princess by then. But I'm just stopping. Whether Thomas Lieutenant is really based on you. But now I'm just confused. If the Thomas were on canon by that episode, then this just makes a huge continuity error. But if it... Darn my OCD! If it... Sometime after today, I am finding the comics on YouTube. I am finding them. I am reading them. I am testing them because this is driving me crazy. There's an app I have on my tablet that has the comics. But again, I don't have any money to buy them. Yeah, they're not that pricey. They're like below $10. But I just do not have any of my own money yet. I just don't have any money. So I can't get the comics. The only way I can look at them is to watch other people read them. Or at least look at reviews of them. There was actually a reviewer who actually reviewed the comics. And he actually reviewed 2 of them. I really need to get to watching those 2 videos, by the way. Anyways. Moving away from this episode was pretty good. Why did the map called Starlight? I mean, I'm sure everybody assumed the main sets were being told because they were connected to the map. I mean, the map usually expanded into their phones that has their 2D mods. The map did... Wait a minute. No, that's entirely wrong. The map did... Wait, no. The map was there. I'm getting myself confused. But the map did not activate until all of the main sets were sitting in their seats. When they sat down, the 2D models on their seats lit up. I mean, if you watch the first video doors, the first video doors 2. If you watch closely, when Rarity is sitting in her phone, her 2D mod is lit up. And when they all sat down together, that's when the map activated and sent them to Starlight's village. So the main sets were in part connected to the 2D map. But how can it be following Starlight if she's not connected to it? Unless she was connected when she used that time travel throw. Yeah, because she used magic to activate the map to go back in time, and then later in the next season, she and Starlight used a spell to repair the map. So I guess by using her magic on it 2 separate occasions, it unintentionally connected her to the map. That's a good theory. I'm going with that. That didn't make sense. But now I want to see the map target 2D mod for Cetus. My God, I want to see that. We have waited 7 years. 7 years to see an episode with Celestia and Luna. And now we finally had one. Yes, it was mostly about... It was a Starlight map episode, but it was more in part about the relationship of the 2 sisters. So yeah, we can get away saying this was an episode for all 3. It's still Townsend. I'm happy we finally got it. So, Daybreaker in the FIM. When I saw that in the thumbnail, I thought it was either Celestia being thrown unintentionally, or it was them playing in part that parallel universe. But I don't want to get back into the whole Thomas debate thing, but I really don't know. I mean, if this isn't connected to the comics, if it was not meant to make the canon, it could be just a fun little reference, because how else were they gonna bring Daybreaker outside of a dream or something? I mean, yeah, it's in the Twilight used the ability to go inside her own, mind to show that the inspired what she was imaging. But yeah, this really was the best way to bring in Daybreaker. Although this would have made an epic season opener or a season finale, to you just imagine Daybreaker coming in the real world, and Celestia had to fight her purage inner demons. I mean, if Future is a hold of this ability, she could literally bring Daybreaker into the waking world. Cannabis almost did that. So it is 100% possible to break out of the dream world. So, yeah, this should have been an epic 2-parter. But at the very least, we're happy we at least had this wing, I guess. Daybreaker. There's gonna be a lot of images of this. This was a good episode. Yeah, the 2 sisters were so busy with what they do. Who hasn't been through this? I mean, Celestia's hard job from day to day is tiring and difficult. But so is Yuna's. But this job was so difficult, they couldn't imagine that the other was just as difficult. They thought it was going to be easy, but Apparently not. But being in each other's shoes, let me bring something up right there to get out of that. So, when the Tweety Mart disappears, they use all magical abilities. But if the Tweety Mart is flopped, they flop magic? Okay. Before I get annoyed at this and go into another rant, I'm just gonna say that if it was the map that fits the Tweety Mart, it could have very well flopped the magic as well. Because remember, in the Season 3 finale, all of the main 5 had their Tweety Marts flopped. But due to that particular spell, they believe that they didn't see anything different. When they got the Tweety Marts flopped, they had at least false memories. They kept trying to perform the talents of the Tweety Marts, but they just couldn't. And when Starlight was doing Tweety Marts, yeah, that kind of made that's a totally different rant, but I don't want to get into it. No, because that's just totally unrelated. She took the Tweety Mart but flopped them with a fake equal sign, which made the main sis totally weak to the point they could even move that, but at the time it do not go there again. Not go there. Okay. I guess if magic is involved in fixing the Tweety Marts, it could either flop the talent, or it could flop magic. I said talent, but that's not true because the main 5 were terrible at that as talents. But this is not the first time this whole Tweety Mart magic thing has happened. And you know what I hate about it? What happens to a Tweety Mart appearing when you find your special talent? The show seems to have retconned that in Season 3 onward, where the Tweety Mart is set in stone before you even did it. So you have no choice, no options, period, when you get a Tweety Mart. As soon as you realize your purpose that was set before you were even born, you did the Tweety Mart. I hate that. I just hate that. Saying that when you find your special purpose in life, that really leans towards you having no actual choice. Period. And yeah, you can do anything you want. So because you have a Tweety Mart in farming doesn't mean you can't go and, work at a shoe, be a vet. You have a Tweety Mart for your greatest talent, but you do have talents in other things. The way I saw Tweety Marts was, they were just marking the memory. Rainbow Dash got her Tweety Mart when she performed the Sonic Rainbow in her very first race. And her Tweety Mart is representing a rainbow boat. It's representing the Sonic Rainbow. Rarity got her Tweety Mart, when she discovered Sims inside of that rod. She was about to give up on her dream until she discovered those Sims. And her Tweety Mart are Sims. Further size Tweety Mart was the butterflies. Butterflies were not only the very first critters she saw on the ground, but they also saved her life. The butterflies were the very first critters she saw, at least on the surface of the earth when she was on the ground. And her talent was talking to animals and making them feel calm and safe. What better to represent that than butterflies, the very first thing she saw? At least within the 5 minutes when she died of Tutti Mart. Apple's Tutti Mart is, well, apples. Because she was missing her home and she wanted to be back on the apple farm. Pretty Pie is also one that heavily backs up my theory because her balloons are representing the very first party she threw. Tutti Marts to me represent the memory of when you got to Tutti Mart. They are not so much the talent, but the memory of the exact moment you realized the talent. That is how I see Tutti Marts. But the show, season 3 onward, seemed to have retconned that into the Tutti Marts being so much more, being in tie with your fairy existence, in tie with your fairy spirit. And if you use that Tutti Mart, well, why is the mascot involved with the Tutti Mart? Seriously. That should not even be a thing because you can perform the mascot even before you get a Tutti Mart. So why is it that when you use all mascot, the Tutti Mart fades away? Hold on. I think I just answered my own question. The Tutti Marts appear due to magic that every pony seems to have in zebras. But when all magic is taken away from you, the Tutti Mart cannot sustain itself, so it disappears. That makes sense. Although it doesn't make sense why Celestia and Una did. When Una had Nightmare Moon and all of her powers ripped away from her, she walked back to, as opposed to form she was in before. You know how she looked in season 1. I'm gonna break this and mention something. Something the comics did that really made that better. In the comics, Una, she was good in her season 1 design. But at one point she did transform into what we have in season 2 onward. She only changed formed when she had her confidence. When she believed in herself, she reverted back into the Una from season 2. So the comics really do well. They go into things we may never actually see in the show. Like, it actually revealed why Una became Nightmare Moon, and it gave us Nightmare freaking Wildy. Anyways. But I just still don't get why when they had all magic taken away from them to the point they got the Tutti Marts, that her and Celestia stayed in their exact form. I mean, in that same episode, in the storybook flashback, Una decided that she did from season 1, and Celestia still had her paint mane. So, having dark powers taken away from you swaps you back to another form. But when you use all magic, period, the only thing is you use your Tutti Marts? At that point, I fully believe the animators were trying not to bring back those 2 designs. And I don't know why. Ugh. That was the laziest thing animators ever done, okay? End of it. Move on. Where was I even? Oh yeah, the Tutti Marts. I really have no idea what I was saying. I answered my own question about why the Tutti Marts would disappear. But if you fought the Tutti Marts, it had to have been the map doing it. Because I just have no idea how that would work any other way. because you have matches before you get your Tootie Mart. When you get a Tootie Mart, does all your matches get absorbed into the Tootie Mart? I feel the show does not even understand how Tootie Marts work anymore. First, it was so simple. Then they made it complicated where, it's about your purpose in life, your destiny. Then they made it to where, Tootie Marts are such complicated in Sandow. I'm just saying that had to have been the map doing it, because otherwise, Tootie Marts are 100% retconned from what we were told. Now, you can go and expand certain things, retconning them a little bit to have it expanded. But me personally, I just don't like the idea that the Tootie Mart has all your magic abilities and your purpose in life. I just really prefer to see that at the memory of when you very first start the Tootie Mart. In the season 3 finale, the mind of the main files were altered, so that was perfectly fine. They were altered. Although Rarity was a little bit singled out in that, but I'm not getting into that. It just had to have been the map, It just had to have been the map. Had to be. But to much aside, I really did enjoy this episode. And I sincerely hope those kids got to go on their field trip. Yuna. Yuna has always been my favorite princess since season 2. I just liked Yuna. I don't know why, I just liked her more than Celestia. And until the day Felizard becomes a princess herself, Yuna will always be the best princess from my point of view. Some people hold Celestia as their favorite princess. Some people hold Cadence as their favorite. Some people even hold Twilight as their favorite. But my favorite will always be Yuna. And my favorite villain will always be Nightmare Moon. And if you want to know why that is, I can't explain it, but I think this went on and on enough. This was a good episode. How exactly did Twilight use a spell to basically make her an exact double for as a musical ballerina music box? How exactly did she do that? I mean, was it just a music box in her image? Or did she form one of the ballerina Earthlight into her shape? Effort. Later today, if nothing happens, I am watching Applebee's and Luffy's 2 reactions to this episode back to back. I just have to see what their reactions were. Luffy's 2 was actually very, very annoyed at Canada airing these episodes twice a week. He saw probably the same thumbnail I did of Daybreaker. And he was so mad and furious at that, he went and downloaded all the episodes aired and reacted to them. That was his breaking point. So he reacted to the episodes at the air now, but not uploading them until they officially air here. I waited till they officially aired before I reacted to them. But in terms of trailers, thumbnails, any type of advertising, yeah, I get very annoyed because it seems more and more days that we go on, they are just throwing more and more huge details. I mean, borrow for the movie Life. Seriously, mute this right now if you don't want to hear the spoiler into that. Life is about an alien parasite that basically kills or possesses humans. And one of the phrases for that movie it actually showed that parasite running down the throat of the main character. So we know that character is good as freaking dead now before the movie even aired in theaters. You do not spoil things that huge. You have to be careful what you show in advertisement. Me, as long as it doesn't flat out show the ending or a big, huge, plot-defining detail, I am fine. To me, the showing is the more important. But, have you guys ever heard of Red Dead Redemption? I saw the ending to Red Dead Redemption from Creepy Damien. I had that spoiled for me for at least 1 or 2 years in advance. But I still got the game down the road and I still enjoyed it. Knowing certain details or certain scenes does not hurt me, as long as it doesn't spoil the ending and as long as it doesn't spoil anything too huge. But to me, the showing of actually watching the film or playing the game, that is more important. You just have to be careful to what you show. Otherwise, there's just no point in watching it anymore. Because our enjoyment factor is going to be all but destroyed, not going to be dead because why would we care? Because we know what's going to happen. I enjoy watching how it happens. But if they spoil that too, then what's the point? This really is going on long. I hope Canada stopped airing these twice a week. I actually heard that they were told to stop airing twice a week. And I hope they do stop. It was good to see Starlight in her own Focus episode. I really gotta hear what people say about everything in this. I love seeing the two sisters. Thought that was funny. Hilarious even. And Starlight was just being her dear old self. Maybe we'll see if Daybreaker returns later or if we get more info on it. But Yuna knowing Daybreaker's name without even being told or hearing it, that could be the one single piece that breaks everything, because how would she know it unless the Tomats are canon? But was she... did she even know if Daybreaker from the Tomats? I don't know. I'm just on the thought here. I thank you guys for watching. Thank you for listening to me. And I shall see you in episode 11. This was such a good episode, and I'm happy that I finally saw it. Now I have no idea what's gonna be. I have no idea about episode 11. I'm just gonna be patient and wait till that officially airs. Thank you for watching, and now that I have seen Daybreaker, I'm gonna be looking up fan art or Demon art, and I might actually do something for them myself. But thank you, and see you in the next video. I really have got to read the comments. I have to read those.